Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here, man. We are here with the Transfer Daily. Every morning, you know we're here, man, talking all things ball. You know what I mean? I got my brother from the Tottenham side. You get me? Man like George from Durag Diaries. What are you telling me?
Man's good, bro. Man's good, man. Just here, trying to get through this window like you, but it's slowly. Us, man, are just snailing along right now. Like, we get one door done and then we're focusing on another door and it takes a couple weeks to focus. It's just, man. Us, man, are just, we're falling behind slowly and slowly. And you see the moves Chelsea are making, it's like,
bro,
not serious.
Them man, I just, every day there's a new signing, bro, for Chelsea, bro. Like, I just look on Twitter and I'm just seeing Chelsea just about to sign. And the thing is, it's not inquiring, by the way. You see, with Chelsea, they don't do this inquiring, monitoring business. Bang, we're buying him, bro, and he's coming, and it's a relatively good fee as well. So it's man, it's long, man. But we have got a lot to discuss. Apologies, we don't have Miz today. Was meant to have Miz, but he couldn't make it. But he'll be here every Wednesday, people. Every Wednesday he'll be here. But yeah, big up to Miz if you're watching. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Listen, man, I wasn't gonna start with Isak's situation, but bro, I might have to start with that, bro. This brother has got a minor injury and he's not traveling with the squad, bro. This is weird, because normally when you have like preseason, not about like injuries and you stay home, It's about joining the squad, the morale, you feel me? Like you just being there, you just kind of almost like, you know what I mean, bro? To leave him at home, bro, I don't know about that, man. I can't lie to you. It's making me feel a bit uneasy now, bro. Making me feel a bit uneasy.
Yeah, no, definitely. And the thing is, with this preseason tour, it's not like it's just a week. I'm pretty sure this is like a 10 to 2 week, 10-day, 2-week tour. I know we've got them at like the 4th of August or something. So he's probably going to miss that game unless he joins them late. But it's like what you said there. It's like you don't go on preseason. And preseason, obviously, it's about building up fitness and so on. It's more about building that camaraderie with the team that you guys have actually got a journey this season, building that belief that you can do something. And, having that time with the manager where he figures out some new solutions to some different problems. Because, we know how Isak plays, but every player needs to develop and improve every season. He'd use these couple of weeks already how to try work with him and see what you can do there. But I don't know, man. I don't know about you, but I feel like this is maybe because I don't know if you saw the news the other day. I saw something saying that like Al Hilal were coming in for him.
Oh, I've seen that as well.
And now he was apparently open. He was open to the move. He's told his agents he's open to the move. So I don't know if there's anything in that with that coming out. I'd be surprised to see Isak go to Saudi in a World Cup season. But at the same time, Isak's one of those players who can go to Saudi for a year or two and then come back to the Europe and still get a big move. So I think a lot of people have clocked the Saudi thing now, where you could do a little 1-year loan there and then come back and still do your team. You just catch the bag. So it could definitely happen. It could be an option, man.
Bro, my thing is, it's like, I hear it, I hear it, the Saudi thing, but it's like, I just don't see him going there for some reason. You know what I mean? I can't see him. Like, I get it, the bag is ridiculous. He's on 120, by the way. That is ridiculous for a player of Isak's quality. He should be on at least 250 minimum, bro.
I heard the bag that he was commanding is from Saudi is like 40 million a year bag. It's a serious bag.
What? 40
million. Yeah. I heard it was
what's that in weekly?
Probably like a 400-500K a week or something.
Yo, that's crazy. Nah. But the thing is, though, by you making that money and coming back to England within a year or two, ain't that you get taxed in it? Or surely I think there's a time limit where you come back. It might be 2 years, to be fair. But to be fair, you're missing your best years, though, man. I'm not saying he's not going to be the same player, but to leave from 26 and come back 28, I think he should be staying in Europe, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think that's a crucial part of your development, to be going somewhere where it's not as competitive. Then I feel like now he went back-to-back 20 Premier League years, 20 Premier League goals. He's now cooking now. He's now established as a world-class player in the Premier League as well. You know what I mean? Like, in that regards, like he's a proper striker now. He's on the levels. I'm not saying he's on the levels of Haaland here, but he's on the levels. Who can compete to Haaland? Who can get similar goals to Haaland? Who can, you know what I mean? Who can be a batsman in Premier League, bro? You know what I'm saying? I give also Newcastle a bit of relevancy because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They lose Isak this season. I don't know who they bring in, bro, to get up the goals. And I'm not gonna lie to you, their threat is reduced massively. I don't look at them the same. Yeah, they got a good midfield, but big up to them. Their midfield is very, very good. Oh, come on, bro, man. You can't be losing Isak, bro. And for me now, the fact that now you're not taking him on tour because of what? A minor injury, and you've got to go for a scan. You know what I mean? Like, bro,
can that scan not be done in Singapore? Like,
sorry. It says here, despite a precautionary scan coming back clear. Why they saying it's not a thigh issue? They're not even saying it's nothing. They're not even saying it's an issue. But yes, for some reason he can't go on tour, bro. This is dodgy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, but this is very dodgy, man.
There's definitely something else, guy. Like I said, I feel like it could be a case of he could be angling for a move himself. He could have asked to stay at home, and they're using all this other stuff. Maybe he's not happy that he wasn't allowed to make the move to Liverpool. I just think, like you said there, though, he is in his prime years. He's going into those next 2 years of your career. When, as a striker, usually you tend to take those next steps forward. I remember when Harry Kane was 26, 27, 28. That's when he had those years with Mourinho, and he was like, this is when he really took the passing part of his game to another level. And I think Isak probably needs another season to really solidify himself as one of the top strikers in world football. Because although, he's had 2 20-goal seasons or 20 Premier League goal seasons, that's still not that much. Like 2 seasons.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Strikers do it 4, 5, 6 years in a row. Like Harry Kane, apparently, he's been doing 20. He's scored a minimum of 24 goals a season.
Bro, people disrespect Harry Kane. It's ridiculous.
Disrespect, bro. Over 10 years, scoring minimum of 24 goals in a season, bro. Like that's what world-class strikers do. So I need to see Isak do this for another year or two. But also, he's going to be in Champions League again next year. Last year, he wasn't in the Champions League. The first year they was in the Champions League, the whole of the Newcastle team just sort of, they fluffed it. They had the first first big game against PSG, smacked them up. They
didn't get robbed, though. They should have really... They should have really...
bottom of the group, bro. But there's no excuse finishing 4th in the group. Like, third...
I know what you mean. They started off well, and then they fell off. They started losing.
So I just think Isak could see this year as sort of a redemption year, innit? Like, come back. You didn't get the move, fine, but you might get the move next year. Give yourself a very good and strong Champions League campaign. Then clubs won't have a problem paying the 150 million that's been requested for you. But I think some clubs are hesitant because they just want to see it a bit more from Isak at a higher level.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You see this here. This obviously is Liverpool are making a considerable sensational move. This is nasty, bro. Why do you want Ekitike, Isak, bro, and Salah, bro? Like, what's going on with you lot, man? Why don't you just deal with Ekitike, bro, man? Is that enough? Is that not enough, guys? Is that not enough, Liverpool fans? Why do you want Isak, bro? Like, what does it benefit you, lot? Like, why do you need that, bro? Why do you need that?
When you see these ones, all you have to say is just, how greedy. Other man get Ekitike, and now they want Isak as well, bro. 2 top greedy guys, man. They're really greedy guys, man.
Bro, like you lot are greedy, man. Like, why do you need it, bro? Why, like, seriously, why do you need it, bro? Like, I'm being serious with you.
And furthermore, like, I know Liverpool didn't spend last year, and I know they're never really in a bad position for PSR. Where Liverpool got 400 million pounds to spend with nothing coming in, bro? Like,
the thing is, though, if they do sell, my man, what's his name?
Diaz,
and Nunes. There will be
that's another 120 million or so, isn't it?
Plus Elliot might leave as well. They've already sold Konsa. I don't know whether Gomez is leaving. He was always like touted to leave. Like there could be at least also money there available as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, it's like after that, they've only got really 3 players up front. I do hear it in a sense, but I also don't hear it as well, bro. I don't hear it. I don't hear you going for Ekitike and Isak in one summer. That is 120 million plus. Plus, how much did they spend on thingy as well? $109 million.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
70. Yeah.
yeah.
I love how you done the dollars this time. Like, I've been seeing it. I said that I've been seeing everyone with this Ekatike deal name some mad numbers. Some people are doing dollars because it's $100+. Some people are doing the euros because it's like 95 euros. I saw in pounds it's like 75 million or something.
Bro, I might even do the Naira thing, man. Shout out to the Naira people. You know what I was there. Shout out to the Nigerians in the chat. Shout out to the, you know what I mean, bro? Bro, I'll do it rupees if we have to, man. But you know what it is? You have to. I think now they realize that Liverpool now have to strike when the iron's hot. Man City don't look the same. I'm not saying Man City are not finished. So I finished, bro, their defense. They're looking at Pep Guardiola's last year. They're looking at the fact that, Al Hilal, they beat them in the way they did. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Maybe they're looking at this right now. They're looking at Arsenal still with Arteta. Maybe they're trying to strike when the iron's hot. They look at the Champions League this year as well, the Club World Cup. Maybe they looked at the Club World Cup and look at Chelsea, how they managed to really beat one of the big top dogs in PSG. Like, maybe they're looking at thinking, you know what, man? Like, it might be it's time to now really, really dominate, bro. Really dominate, bro. Right now, dominate. It may be that,
No, I think it's a fair point, isn't it? When you look at it, it's like they are striking at a very good time because last year was a year when they didn't even probably think that they'd win a Premier League with no signings or anything like that. So then for them to do that and show the quality of team they've got, they've shown that they're already ahead of the rest. Now let's build on that gap. And let's sign some players that are really going to help us bridge that. But at the same time, it's like this window, it seems to be everybody is trying to keep up with what Liverpool, with what Man City's doing, and nobody's trying to fall behind. Like we mentioned, Chelsea's making some big signings, spending some big money. So it's going to be tough for Liverpool to really maintain a gap, especially with, like I said, their front line, as much as it's got some top quality in there.
Yeah.
A few injuries.
I agree. I agree.
They do still need signings. Like, as much as they have signed a lot of players, they still need signings because obviously the unfortunate loss of Jota, that didn't help the situation. No longer a backup striker. So they probably need to sign someone who plays behind Ekatike to replace Nunes because Ekatike probably plays Jota in that sense. And then on the left wing, like I said, no Diaz if he goes. You got Gakpo, but then you probably need someone of Diaz level. So whether you go get a Rodrigo, you go test, I wouldn't be surprised.
Shout out to Nick, man. Shout out to Nick, man. He's always trolling in the chat, man. Yo, smash the like, people, man. We got 1.3K in the building, man. We even got 300 likes. We need a minimum on the chat of 500 likes, man. You know what I mean? So get these likes, man. Make sure you're following and subscribing to Durag Diaries, people, man. You get me? Let's get these numbers up as well. But yeah, listen, it's one to watch out for. I'm just praying he just don't go Liverpool. Like, wallahi, please, man. Like, I just can't do it, bro. Like, please go to Saudi, earn your bag, be rich and happy, and just, you know what I mean? But just don't go Liverpool, man. You know what I mean? Because I just can't do this, bro. And you know what I mean? Like, and I think, listen, it just shows you as well, how you can be really unsettled, as a footballer. I used to think, how do footballers get unsettled, man? But when it gets a bit overwhelming, when you're hearing that Liverpool want you, then you're thinking to yourself, I love Newcastle, but I don't want to leave. The manager's not really communicating with me. The manager, like, bro, your head can go, bro. Like, it's mad, when you're deep in, like, we can overthink as non-footballers about the minor things in life, But bro, imagine you're a footballer, and a big club want you, but then you don't really want to disappoint the Newcastle fans. You want to go about it the right way. Your agent's on your back saying, yo, let's get the money, bro. What you on? Yo, we're getting 500K from this club, Al Hilal. Like, it's an overload of information, bro. And I feel like for me, it's one of them where he probably thinking now it's the right time in my career to do things, bro. And you know what I mean, bro? It's crazy. And now suddenly he's got an injury. Over the weekend, apparently he couldn't make it to the Newcastle game for some reason, against Celtic. He has to stay home. The manager goes, it's best for him that he stays home because of the old. Shit's not adding up, bro. Shit is not adding up. I'll be real. Shit
for me, I think there's definitely something that's happened behind closed doors. Whether it's just been a little argument, something small between, I reckon, maybe him, maybe whether it's Eddie Howe or whether it's the owners. Yeah. There's definitely something that's gone on behind closed doors that I think somebody's upset, and they've probably told Isak, look, we're going to leave you at home. You're going to stay at home. But you know one of them ones, we're going to give you a week, fix yourself up, get in the right mindset. You're not going nowhere. But when you come back, just make sure you know that you're in the right place. I reckon it was one of those ones where he's had a little bit of a telling off because like you said, he's wanted this move. There's no way Isak doesn't see the opportunity to go play for a bigger club and doesn't want to take it. And also, like you said, their agents are always in players' ears. A lot of the time we see all this. It's usually agent talk, agents saying that the player wants to do this, the player wants that.
Who's
and that's
David Lynch? Sorry to cut you off there. Who's the hell David Lynch, bro?
Have a clue.
Yo, listen. He can be called David Lynch because he's not called David Ornstein. You know what I mean? That's a bit of copium on my side. You know what I mean? David Lynch can speak. You know what I mean? But it ain't David Ornstein. So we gonna deal with that.
Local Liverpool reporter. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? It's easy for you to say, yo, like you're gonna put in a bid. You know what I mean? After a news that comes out, people are saying tier 1. Like, what's your tier 1 to Liverpool news? Ours is kind of like Laurie Whitwell, like my United kind of side. If Laurie Whitwell speaks from the United side, we kind of listen. Who's your one? Like your
Tottenham. We have
Alistair Gold, innit? Alistair Gold, innit?
Alistair Gold. No, but Alistair Gold just bounces off of what other people do. I'd say more like Jack Pitbrook from Athletic. He's like the Tottenham.
Yeah.
He's really solid. Yeah, I'd probably say him. He comes out and gives us. And then Mike, to be fair, Mike McGrath from I think Telegraph, he's been pretty reliable for us.
Yeah. You know what? He has to be fair. Mike McGrath.
MGW.
Paul Joyce, yeah.
Oh yeah, Paul Joyce. But I heard Liverpool fans have beef with Paul Joyce all the time. Like
Liverpool, yeah. If Paul Joyce sometimes can be a bit negative about it, innit? So that's why maybe they don't really like him, innit? You get me? So I don't know. Like I said to you, man, people. If there's news developing, we're going to speak. But you know what I mean? I'm not really hearing. Man said, someone in the chat said, what's my man, the freestyle footballer? They said, what's a freestyle footballer?
Billy Wingrove.
Hey?
But the Billy Wingrove guy.
What's his name?
Oh, Jeremy Lynch. Oh, Jeremy Lynch.
That man said Jeremy Lynch sauce.
Don't kill me.
You're funny in the chat, you know. You're funny in the chat, man. You know that was there, people. But let's see, man. Just as we said it now, Grizz Khan has put something in the chat. Let me just see what Grizz Khan has said without revealing too much. What's he said, Grizz Khan? Oh, nah. This guy's trying it, man. He's trying it. I can't lie. He's trying it. Look at Rom's getting it. Look at Rom's.
They've all had to. You know, it's the timing say. Like everyone has a little the boots going in, and now Rom's like he must have seen the tweet and is like, oh shit, let me jump on the live. Yo.
Yeah.
Smile on his face, cheesing and that.
This guy, bro.
Saeed knew I'd be a little bit late, but listen, I feel like if anyone was, especially Liverpool fans, if we were like 50-50 whether we were going to sign him, I think it's the pendulum has swung. I think we're more likely to sign him than not now because, bro, being left out of a preseason tour, and I heard you in the background, George, you're right. It's not like it's a 1 or 2 game. This is like, they're out there for like, what, over a week or about a week?
Nearly 2 weeks, just start coming up to 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
And apparently Joe Linton and Lewis Hall have knocks as well. Why haven't they stayed back? Do you know what I mean? I think the speculation's getting to him. I think he wants out. They can offer him the money he wants, because apparently he wants 300k a week, and they could easily offer him that. But I think for him, it's more than the money now. It's not even the money, like it's just ambition. It's what he wants to do. Do you get? So
yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I think we might do it, boys. I know you two.
You know what it is with you? Are you one of them like you're not gonna get too excited because you don't want to get disappointed, or do you feel like fuck it? I'm a.
You know me, side, bro. I'm normally level-headed, but I'm just kind of saying fuck it now because when
you're on the monster thing, innit? You're ready to be hurt again. That's it. Who else is ready to be hurt?
I'm ready to be hurt again, bro, because it's like when I look at his suitors, Barca can't afford him. Bayern are going to hold out with Kane an extra year or two. City don't need him. Arsenal just got Gyökeres. I'm trying to think of all. Real Madrid got Mbappe. I'm trying to think of all the other big suitors. In
PSG maybe next season. Not this season. Next
maybe,
season.
But I feel like he wants to leave now, Saeed. And
yeah,
again,
I know.
They're happy with what they have. So, like, yeah, man. I think all roads direct to us. I think we can actually get this done.
Yeah. Let's see, man. It's one to watch out for people.
Do you think it's possible that he signs a new deal with a release clause? Because, like I said, he if he wants the bump in wage, then he could make that 300k a week and then put like 140 million, 150 million release clause to the point that if somebody pays the money, look, that Newcastle's happy, he's happy, then it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. But let's see. Like I said, For me, he's got 3 years left, but ultimately, he needs to make a decision now in terms of his career now. He's like 26 in September. It's a time now to be saying, yo, I need to move now. You feel me? So, 1 second. Once they say Magpie channel, they must be sweating right now. Man like Matty Renton, you know. What is he putting in? He said, remember when Callum Wilson traveled on tour with an injury more serious than a 5-string? Hey, doesn't look good, is it? Yeah, that's crazy. Even Callum Wilson traveled on tour, bro.
Do you know what? I even think the optimistic Newcastle fans, they know they're not going to keep Isak.
They're shitting their pants now. They're shitting their pants now.
Exactly, especially this morning, because I feel like a lot of the Newcastle fans, they're accepting he'll stay at them maximum another season. But I feel like a lot of them probably thought he'll probably give us 1 more year. But even them, after this news this morning, I even think they're sweating like, do you know what? He might actually go this summer now. Like, I think it's more than the money, because they could probably offer him more wages than we can. I mean, look at their owners, bro.
I know. But they won't. But he
wants to win, and he's seen all these players that are rejecting them and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think he leaves this summer. Like, I thought before today is more 50-50. Like, I thought it's possible, but you'll probably give them an extra year. Bro, I think now it's a good 80%. He cuts. Like,
man, like Big Ben's got a bomber, man, from Sweden. Shout out to my guy Big Ben's. He said, I'm friends with Isak's cousin. He told me he's staying Newcastle. Brother, let's see, man. Let's see if you're
big up to your cousin or whatnot, but that's not what it's looking like, bro.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know, man. There's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of things that can happen, man. We're gonna wait and see. Maybe when we're live right now, we might see a bomber in it. Let's see. Apparently, the people that say in the Cali 11 a.m. bomber. If you don't listen to that, brother, man, I'm telling you, man, that guy ain't got no sources, man. Freezy says, Saeed, I told you Isak Ekitike soon. Hustler says, free Isak, let the man live his dream, no slavery. If it was a white man, everyone would be saying, let the man live his dream. That's
crazy. That's crazy.
All right, man, like hustler, you know, this is crazy. You're hustling your way through this, man. I hate you, man. I hate you.
Said in the chat, PSRs are part of wages. They can't offer him more than 200k, apparently.
Yeah.
I'll choose.
They would just need to move around numbers and stuff like that, man. That's not that hard,
they could offer him that easily.
Yeah, they can offer him. Let's move on to Chelsea, man. Because like I said, bro, before we came on the show, Ron, we were saying, me and Joza, Chelsea are moving mad right now, and they're getting a guy that you lot were chasing, you know, Gerald Hato, man.
Us and Arsenal have been admirers of him for like a good year now, bro.
Good year, bro.
For time.
Yeah, man. Chelsea have agreement on personal terms with Gerald Hato. Defenders asked to leave. Negotiating for the final stage as the fee discussed now around about 40 million euros, which is what, 34 million pounds. Hato informed Ajax management and the manager of his clear desire to join Chelsea. You know what, man? I've not watched a lot of him, but when I've watched him, very, very good on the ball. He drives, like, you know, in terms of his ball carrying ability, very, very good. Technically sound. Like, you know what, man? Like, you know, he could be a very, very good player. Can play left back as well, innit? As well as centre back, innit?
And left centre back,
yeah.
That's like us and Arsenal looking at him. Obviously, they got Calafiori, and we've now got Kirkes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a free run for Chelsea unless anyone else comes into him. But I've watched him about 2-3 times. From what I've seen, he looks quality.
Yeah.
He can be a bit rash. He can be a bit rash. I will say that, but that will come with age. He'll iron that out of his game. But
he's 19 years old.
19, and he's captain of Ajax. Like, it's not a joke.
That's
crazy.
not a joke.
I know Ajax do this because Gravenberch was captain at like 17 or something like that. Like they tend to give their captains to young players that come from the academy. That's fine, but him to be at 19, a centre back captain, like he's cold. He's actually cold. Right. Like, if you watch his technical ability is like next to none. Like, he's from a young level. You see him, his passing ability to play out from the back. For me, I feel like he slots straight into Chelsea's defense over Colwill. You know, I actually think that he should play over Colwill. I would go that far.
I think Colwill's done enough, man. I think Colwill's done enough.
Who do you partner him with? Because George, I'm opposite to you. Out of Chelsea centre backs, I think Fofana on his day is the best, but he's never fit. So I'm not going to include it.
So I'd say it would have been Fofana.
Tosin and Badishile, I don't really rate like that. So for me, he will. Tosin might have to play. No, not Tosin. Cole might have to play right centre back, and I know a lot of people are so. Remember back in the days where it didn't matter if you're left footed or right footed, you just played centre back.
You played centre back. I know.
To make it work, like Cole and Hato, because That's one weakness in Chelsea's team. I know their fans might start crying in the comments. I don't rate their centre backs. Fofana, yes. Colwell, yes. But Fofana's never available. But like their centre back depth, I don't really rate. So I think Hato and Colwell will be a good centre back partnership. But what they're both on the left side, isn't it? So
yeah,
man.
I think Tosin is decent as well.
I don't like Tosin.
I wouldn't mind Tosin at United, bro. I wanted Tosin before Chelsea got him and that.
We were linked with him as well. I did not want him.
But you know what? At 19 years old, bro, he'll be listening, thinking, you know what it is now? If you're a young player now, yeah, you don't mind like buying your time at Chelsea, bro. Like, I feel like there's something about Chelsea now where young players are getting attracted to. Not only can they win so soon, but also they see it as, yo, the next man's not going to be there as much as you think, bro, because they've got a ruthlessness about them. Like, they're not going to be, it's not like an established role. Like, let's say, for example, Konate and Van Dijk. They haven't got them players that are almost linchpins in their team. Like, even though Colwell and whoever's done their job, they still think there's almost like a route to kind of get into the first team. Whereas if you go to another club, bro, there might not be no route for you to get into the team, bro. There might not be. So I feel like maybe when you deep it for Gerard Hato, he's thinking, yo, Cucurella's there, but you know, in the future, I can probably get ahead of him. You got, like I said, Levi Colwell there as well. He could be back up to him as well. Remember, you got Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup. It's a big squad, man. Like, you know what I mean, bro? And they need backups in that area, especially in defense as well. They don't really have a backup to Cucurella. There's no backup to Cucurella. Yeah. So they kind of low-key need backup as well to Cucurella, bro. They do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if he doesn't play in front of Colwell, he'll slot in just behind Cucurella whenever they've needed.
Yeah,
in some of those games when Cucurella comes off or Cucurella's not starting, he'll play in that left, sort of that left inverted role. So I think he's gonna play regardless. But like you said there, I think for me, the signing over the next couple of years is where you look at and you're just like, bro, these players are going to grow, and he's going to grow with all the other players that, because they've got such a strong base now. They've got the 25, 26, 27-year-olds that they're signing as well. Like the guys that are on the brink, like the João Pedros, the Xavi Simons that are just pushing on into them prime ages. But then they're also getting the younger players that can have 2 to 3 years to develop. So these younger players start reaching their top level. These other players are leading them. You're going to see Caicedo really leading the team. So Chelsea are dangerous. Like, they're generally dangerous. I think the signings they're making the last couple of years when they're piling on with the signings and it's like Felix's and Kunku's, I'm not really worried. I'm like, yo, I'm a Rory Dion and all these random players. They're looking at these dead players that I'm just like, nah, this is fine.
They're getting talented players, bro.
Now that they're getting proper talented players, like the players that a lot of us would want, like Hato, Simons. He's start for most of our clubs, bro. Like,
you know what? They're buying the talent, you know, bro. Like, you see how like other clubs would take them and then become 100 million. They're doing that now. They might do that, you know, man. Them where they'll buy them, they'll do well. And if say now, for example, Bayern Munich, so let's say for example the top clubs come involved, they want to buy him. They can get a big profit from them, you know, bro.
That's true.
It's mad, you know, bro. Like, say now Esteban wanted to leave Chelsea. Chelsea can demand big money for Esteban. They can demand it, bro. They can demand how much they want, bro. I'm not saying Chelsea is a stepping stone club, but I'm saying now you'd rather get the talent than to go to other teams, and spend flipping 100 million plus on their players, bro. Because that's what all of these clubs are doing, man. Frankfurt, all these players, bro. Them man are hoarding the talent and then selling them, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I think maybe now big clubs now have to say, you know what? F it. We're now going to have to buy these young players now. And then if we need to, and we don't want to sell them, then we can sell them for big, big profit. If them Barcelonas and Real Madrid come involved or PSG, you're going to have to buy them big, bro. Are you mad?
Know, the thing is, though, to say with that, it doesn't work out like that, because if a big club has a young player, then this young player's price isn't going to be the same as if he was at a smaller club. The smaller clubs can command bigger fees because there's a lot more bigger pool of bigger clubs that are going to come in for that. Rather than, let's say it's a Man United youngster. It's not the loads bigger pool of clubs that are going to come in from. There's going to be clubs that don't even want to come to Man United to negotiate with them. There's going to be other clubs that just they can't offer what Man United are going to want, because and think of it, there's only now it's gone from, oh yeah, there's like 20 different big clubs that can buy him to 7 or 8 big clubs that could buy him. And even then, half of them may not want him because the quality is not good enough to play for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So I feel like it only works out that, like, to get a big fee from these players when it's coming from smaller clubs, it's not never going to work out the same, like for Man United or Tottenham or Liverpool and so on.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at them now, like, I've seen someone sent me a picture of the squad now, Chelsea squad now here. You know what I mean? Like, this could potentially be their team for the opening day. You know what I mean? Sanchez in goal, Reece James, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella.
What about Chalobah? I actually rate Chalobah. Sorry.
Yeah, he's underrated.
I don't really rate, but Chalobah had a very good end to the season. I rate Chalobah still.
I agree. Enzo, Simons, Palmer, Neto. It could be anyone else, but it's Neto for now. And then João Pedro. And this is their bench, bro. Getting Santos, Delap, Jackson, Asugu, Tosin, Fafana, Gusto, Hato, Jorgensen. Is this a squad to compete? Because people are saying, yo, they got a challenge for the league, man. You know what I mean, bro? Like,
now that I see this in front of me, I still feel like they're lacking in the attack. But you know, it's tough because when I'm looking at the bench, I'll be real, I don't really look at many game changers, and I see talented players like, you know, you got Delap, who's talented, Bino Gittins, Jackson. I'm surprised there's no Esteval there. That's what I was waiting to see. Esteval's probably like, you've got some players that I say,
my bad. I don't know why
Esteval to me is an unknown quantity as to what level of talent is he going to bring to the Premier League. Does he come in and adapt straight away? Does he come in and feel like the physicality and the speed of the game's a bit too fast? But away from him, I do look at the attacking players on the bench, and I think they're lacking a bit.
But it's not a very like this 11.
It's still very strong.
It's strong, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know why Lavia is in here. Is Lavia in here? I don't know why they're not adding Lavia in there.
I don't know if you have it saved or it was from a tweet. You remember what you put up on Midday Live when it showed their depth as well? It showed like other players in there.
Oh, yeah. I
don't know if you can find that, but
yeah. Let me check now. For
me, I still don't think they have an 11 or a squad to win the league. But they can definitely compete.
Yeah.
They can definitely compete. Like, for me, you see the last 2 seasons, it was, will they get top 4, won't they? I think top 4 is, for me, a cert for them this season. I think they're not going to be one of the teams that flirt. Oh, will they not get top 4? I think they'll actually get top 4 comfortably. I think it will be I think to win the league, they probably still need a bit more.
Yeah.
They can definitely challenge. Definitely.
Yeah. This is it. This is a better one. This is a better one. Are you telling me this is not depth, bro? Are you mad? And apparently they're saying that they're still looking at Garnacho. Don't shoot the messenger, people. But at Chelsea are still interested in Garnacho. And I mean, if you take,
they've definitely got depth. There's no way to take that away from them. But like we're talking about proven quality in that attack, like goal scoring quality. I do think they're lacking. Like, they could do with another option in there. So it's understandable as to why you can see them looking at another winger. Like, now I've said, like, why are they signing so many players?
Yeah,
they probably do need another winger of top quality level. But
they've still, like, ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous midfield. Like,
the depth is more ridiculous than most teams anyway.
Bro, they're probably got the best midfield in the league. To be fair, everyone's strong in midfield in the league apart from maybe United and Tottenham, bro. I can't lie to you. Everyone else is looking strong in the league in terms of midfield.
I think they might have more midfield depth than us, but I think our 3 is still better than their 3, personally.
Yeah, they got Quenda coming next year as well. Quenda can play right wing. That's the magic. This is what I wanted Quenda, you know, but why the hell did they go for Quenda, man?
Well, that's the Portuguese, isn't it? That's the Portuguese.
Yeah, bro, he's very talented, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. That Quenda is not only rapid, skillful, direct, bro. He's going to be a problem next year. But I'm not going to lie to you. I think the attack, bro, you're saying there is a lot of young players there, but I think it's got the ability to be an exciting, like, you know, dynamic in terms of Delap can get you at least a couple of goals as well. João Pedro, for me, is going to be the starter. Gittins might surprise people because I just feel like, for me, you know what I mean, right now, there might not be a lot of pressure. I don't rate Gittins like that.
See more of him. I'm not really moved by him as such, but I've not watched that much, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Like I said to you, Cole Palmer's there. If they go get Xavi Simons, he can play on the left. He can play in the attack there as well. Midfield, you know what it's about. And then you got the defense, which, you know what I mean? Like, if they can still fit, then, you know, they got a problem there. The goalkeeper's still an issue, I still think, for me. But I think, you know, if you've got a good defense and you've got a good midfield, you might not face as many shots in goal. So therefore, you know, Sanchez can then therefore be a bit more reliable. I don't know, in that regards. But yeah, all in all, bro, I don't see many teams having the depth for this, bro. I wish we could have one for every single team, bro. If someone can do that, I don't know if people got free.
You want me to be honest, yeah? As much as we banter them, I saw one for Arsenal. They've got depth.
Where's that one? Show me. Arsenal depth.
I'm gonna have to find a tweet.
Let me see Arsenal's depth, man.
I saw one for Arsenal. They've got depth. I'm not gonna lie, they do.
They do, yeah.
All areas.
Okay. Oh, that's time ago. Yeah, if anyone got a picture of that, let me know. This one's from time ago. Yokeres. Oh, there's one here actually. There's one here. I've got one here.
Is it from the Arsenal radar?
No, it's another one here from Tizzy Nation.
I've just sent you another one.
Yeah. I've got this.
Some of these players will leave, to be fair, but even with the players that are expected to leave, they've got
this one's a better one, isn't it? Though. This
is the one I saw. Wait. But without Eze. Actually, I didn't see this one because Eze weren't included in
they need Eze though, man. They were looking a bit meaty last night on the left-hand side, bro. I watched the game, bro, and you know what? The left-hand side was looking a bit average, bro. If I'm being honest.
People acting like Eze is a left-handed side player, so when he comes in on the left-hand side and he's not performing, then it's
exactly.
Like, oh, right.
You're gonna have to swap Eze for Madueke because actually no, he's on the right. Sorry, I didn't.
He's on the right. Yeah, he's on the right. Yeah. Rice, Marino, Zubimendi, Norgard, Odegaard, Waneri, Timber White, Saliba Mosquero, Gabriel Kivior, Raya Kepo, Luis Skelly, Calafiori. You know what? Bro, everyone's got two players in every position, you know. But I still believe the midfield isn't as strong as what people say it is, though, man. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, I'm still not convinced by that midfield, bro. I really am not.
If they sign Eze, I look at Eze coming into the midfield more than off the left, to be honest. I think Madueke is probably going to be the backup to the left.
Odegaard didn't have a great season, man. People are putting Odegaard on this level. I like Odegaard. I'm one of Odegaard's big fans, but he had a poor season, man.
But then, you know what I mean? This is what I keep saying to people, and I have the same energy for Phil Foden as well, yeah. I know that them two had probably the poorest seasons of their career, respectively, both Odegaard and Foden, but it's like people think just because they had a bad year last year, they're like guaranteed to have a bad year this year. Like, who's to say they can't improve? For me, if they have 2 bad seasons in a row, I think if you're any top player, if you have 2 bad seasons in a row, then it's a conversation that have you actually fell off? But come on, we've seen the best have a season off in their best. That's why I say to people, don't be so quick to jump to the conclusion that Foden and Odegaard are just finished. I think Odegaard will be back to his best this season. Same for Foden. If they're not, then we have that conversation.
Give me a rating. Give me a rating chat in the chat here. Out of 10, this squad in terms of the depth. I'm going to give it a 7.5. I think Chelsea's was probably more an 8, if I'm being honest with you. Give me
about a 7. Because the thing with the Chelsea Arsenal team, I'll say Chelsea have more midfield depth. Chelsea have more midfield depth. Arsenal don't really have midfield depth, but then Arsenal got depth in their defense, whereas Chelsea don't really have.
Right, a lot of people similar.
Defensive.
I said 9, you know. Yo, is that tie in the chat?
I said, is that tie?
Yeah, Chelsea's for me is 8 out of 10. If they can go get a goalkeeper, it would be a big, big one. No,
you know you're getting from this as well, yeah. And again, he's not. We know he's not a 9. Like he's not a good striker, but I think he's a good footballer. Gabriel Jesus ain't even in this, and I don't think Arsenal are going to sell him. I don't even think Arsenal are going to sell him. So that's another. That's more attacking.
Watch him go to Newcastle. Watch him go to.
I don't think he can be sold because he's injured. I think he's still recovering from that injury.
He won't be sold at the season. The things. Let me ask you two something about Jesus. Yeah, again, striker. He's not a good striker, but I rate him as a baller. Yeah. Do you not think he can do a role? Let's say that he plays on the right or the left. Did it for City, yeah? I know he won't play on the right because of Saka, but let's say there's a world where Martinelli's playing poorly, Madueke's playing poorly, and then Jesus comes back and he has a few left wing shifts and he's playing cold. Do you think he can keep that play? Because he's not a dead baller. Let's be honest.
You know what they say? Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Jesus in 2025. Put it in the bag. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Maybe for another team, not for Arsenal.
Man.
You can go play left wing for another team, not Arsenal.
No, but Madueke and Martinelli
ACLs.
are both stinking, which I think is a very high possibility. Both of them will stink because I don't rate Madueke and I don't really rate Martinelli. If both of them are stinking and Arteta scratching his head that who can play left, because Trossard, I think they'll sell within the next month.
They've got Reece Nelson still, right? Reece Nelson can play off.
Reece Nelson, he's gonna go back to Fulham, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna go back to Fulham.
That man go to Fulham, bro. You know, but he might not go back because they banned Snapchat and that over there now. You know what I mean? So the vibes might not be the same. I see that
Iwobi thing. I see that Iwobi.
I think we were just waiting for that to happen anyway. Like Iwobi was getting way too much behind the scenes access, bro.
And that's one of the reasons why people wanted to come to Fulham, man. The whole vibes and that, bro. Like, you know what I mean, bro? That man, what are they gonna sell now? That's why I know they've not signed anyone Fulham, man. I've not heard them sign anyone Fulham yet.
You know what? Arsenal are funny though because they went and got Madueke and they've got Reece Nelson at home. I think Nelson's better than him, innit? But
Nelson, I don't think Nelson's better than Madueke.
You don't think Nelson's better than Madueke?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Player, man. People actually underrate now.
Word, George. People
underrate Nelson. I remember when I was young, like Reece Nelson, like local was the guy. Like when I was young, he was the guy. Like everyone in our age group knew Reece Nelson was.
We got a bomber for my brother, man. My brother Raksaki, man. You get me? He's going to Rangers. You get me? Let me just put that up for the people, man. Before I go to Liverpool's depth as well. It's exclusive. Very, very talented, man. He's going to Rangers now. You get me? Shout out to him as well. Raksaki from Crystal Palace, offer for 22-year-old, loan and potential obligation to buy up to 10 million. Rejected by Palace, but Rangers pursue ongoing and interest from more clubs in England Youth International, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Hopefully he gets a move and yeah, man. Good luck to him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He played minutes in the Premier League. I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he was in Palace, but he couldn't get into the team, bro. He played well at Sheffield United. He was balling out at Sheffield United. You know what I mean? And scored some big goals for them over there, man. But just couldn't really.
You know what? Palace got another winger coming through called. I think he scored in his debut.
Romain Esse.
Yeah.
And I think Romain Esse is what Raksaki should have been. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah. His younger brother plays for Chelsea, though.
Yeah. His younger brother plays for.
Yeah, his younger brother plays for Chelsea. Let's look at Man City's depth as well. There's everyone. You know, I've noticed, man. A lot of people love to put depth on Twitter, man. But this is the depth for Twitter. City: Bertinelli, Ortega, Ederson. Is it Bertinelli from Chelsea? When did he move there?
I think they signed him a while ago, man, as a replacement for Scott Carson. You know one of them ones.
Oh wow, that's mad, you know.
Carson. But that's
that was the radar, you know.
They if Ederson leaves, because obviously he's had talks with Galatasaray and so on. They've had talks about James Trafford being the replacement for or the competition for Ortega. So there could be movement on that side of things for City.
Yeah. But what are you not thinking? So you got Nunes, Rico Lewis. That is ugly, bro. Diaz, Stones, Cousinov, Gavadio, Ake, Akanji, Reese, Nuri, O'Reilly. I can't lie to you. Maybe people are right, you know, about this City defense, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Maybe I'm starting to see the defense. It's like, even though I respect them and they've won titles here, and I feel like they need to be given that respect. But bro, man, it's a bit meaty. I can't lie, bro.
I think they need 2 centre backs, not even 1. I think they need centre
backs. You think they need more centre backs?
Yeah,
they've got 7 right there.
No, but only because George Stones has been flirting with a move back to I think back to Everton and whatnot. I've been seeing links with that. Stones is always injured. Ake, I rate Ake highly, but Ake again's not the most fit. This Vitor Reese guy, don't know how well.
He's a young buck.
Actually, maybe not 2, George. Maybe not 2. Maybe just 1.
To be fair, Kusanov looked pretty good towards the end of the season. You know, he looks like he could.
Pep won't trust him, though. Pep won't trust him. If he was given more game time, he could be that kind of guy that rises up and says, you know what, like, I'm going to be the guy that's going to, you know what I mean, bro? You see how we've got Lenny Yoro, like, he's almost like being the best defender out of the lot. He could be that for them, but they don't want to give him that opportunity. Like, but I don't know, man. For me, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Diaz, is he the same as what he used to be a couple of years ago? I'm not sure.
Nah. Ruben Diaz, don't even. He's still a good defender, still a very good defender, but he's not the same defender.
He's not the same.
That first season he came into City when I think it was Player of the Year that year. He was cold.
Yeah. But But I don't
I mean,
know.
I
Bro.
can't lie. I'm looking at this whole City team, and as much as like the fullbacks are looking a bit stinky, even central midfield, like
But let's look at the
Reinders,
top.
Gundogan, Kovacic, Rodrigo, Nico, it's looking a bit. Nah, they've got top players in there, and Rodrigo and sorry, not Rodri, Reinders. But I'm looking at Gundogan and Kovacic, like they were a bit stinky.
Kovacic can do a job, but he's not going to be. It's one of them where
it's older players, isn't it, in those positions when you probably need some.
Nico Gonzalez, I'm not sure if he's done enough for me to be like, wow, this guy's a baller. You know what I mean? I just see him as a simple player. But it's up front, though, that they're absolutely looking like they're on it, bro. Foden, Savinho, Bob, Cherky, Bernardo, Echeverry, McAtee. McAtee should leave, to be fair. Doku, Grealish should leave. And then Haaland, Mamouche. I don't know. You know what? For the first time, yeah, without a De Bruyne, without whatever, it just, I don't know, maybe I miss. But the thing is, you can never write off Man City. That's the problem, though, man. You can never really write off Man City. But when you look at it from that point of view, you're a bit like, it doesn't look like scary. You know what I mean? It doesn't look scary. But if they click and they have this development, the relationship between Cherky and Haaland, Mamouche scores 15 goals. You know what I mean? Like, goals could be a problem in the league, man. Like, and they've got an abundance of goals if they need to, bro.
Do you know who's gonna have, in my opinion, a very he won't start a lot of games, but I feel like he's gonna be that impact player for City that's gonna win them or help them to win a lot of games. I think Echeverry is gonna go under the radar, you know. Just the little glimpse I saw when he came on against Palace in the FA Cup final. He came on in another league game. I don't know, he just looks exciting. And I think, you know, sometimes you have them useful players that maybe win you an extra 6-7 points for the season. I think he'll be key for them. He just looks like that type of player that has no fear. He's quite ruthless. He relishes the challenge. I think Echeverry will go under the radar and be a good impact player for City. And who knows, I feel like I was going to say maybe he can force his way into the starting 11, but obviously there's politics involved. Where they signed that Cherky and whatnot, it probably has assurance. Even if I think one of the seniors are playing well, I still don't know if he'll break into the team like that. But Pep sees that someone, look, if you take your chance, he will play you. So, man, I think Echeverry will go under the radar.
Yeah. I can't really find a Liverpool one, Rums, you know. I don't know if you've got one.
I can kind of name it for you. Cool.
Okay, go on.
It will be Alisson, Marmadashvili, left back. In my opinion, Robbo and Kirkes. I think Tsimikas will get sold. But there's a world where we have all three left backs going into the season. This is where we don't really have that much depth. We've got three senior centre-backs here. Kanate, Gomez, Van Dijk. We've got Reece Williams in that, but I think we're going to sell him as well. We've got Amara Nallo, but he's very young as well. Pelinas close to Spurs.
Plettenberg released something last night, but I've been seeing this chat, man. They've been lying. I saw Ornstein bomber 2 minutes ago about Simons. There's been no bomber. I know people are just lying in the chat.
I think he was going to get people excited in the chat.
Yeah. They definitely just want to get people excited, man, because I ain't been seeing nothing going on. I ain't got no...
Right back. Obviously, Frimpong and Brandy. We've also, you two might even forgot this person, even people in the chat. Do you not remember Calvin Ramsey? Signed him a few summers ago. We still got him as a right back option, but we're probably going to sell him. Midfield is obviously Szoboszlai, Gravenberch.
I had this one here, but I don't know if it's going to be without Rodrigo, though. Okay, if you want to do this, I've got this one here, but without Rodrigo in there. So just take out Rodrigo, and then maybe you could look at it and say, that's two teams here. So you got this team here, and then you got that team there. Obviously, you can put Ekatike. You can put Isak maybe there if Isak came in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's another team as well. But it's not really giving, though. I can't lie. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not depth. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not scary depth though, like I've seen with Chelsea, then, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And some of them players will be gone. Like I see Chiezo's in one of the teams. Who else was in one of the teams? I don't think Diaz was in any of them teams, but we've also got a couple players that weren't there. Trey Leone, Tyler Morton, whatnot. But again, they'll probably have loans. Actually, Trey will probably stay with the squad. I know Scott rates him highly, but there's McConnell, there's Morton. Morton will sell because he's had too many loans now. McConnell will go on loan as well. Yeah. All I can forget Ben Doak, but again, we'll probably sell him. So we've got depth, but it's not depth that's going to go into the season. Do you get it? Like
No, I hear it, man.
Yeah.
And guys, keep smashing the likes up, people, man. And subscribe to the channel. We need 800 likes, people. 800 likes by the time the show finishes. We're on 600, so we're not far off. 200 more likes, and we've hit our target, people. We're going to talk on Max Dowman, people, because a lot of people have been talking about him and saying, yo, I want you to discuss Max Dowman and that. 15 years old. You know what I mean? They're saying he's the next big thing at Arsenal. For those that haven't seen him, this was like his mini kind of comp yesterday, people, of the player here, man. And you know what? You can see, like, you know, like the low center of gravity kind of player, like, you know, that just glides across the pitch. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are saying that Arsenal is the next big thing, man. 15 years old.
Do you know what, Saeed? Yeah, I don't know if my boy will want me to reveal his brother's name, but one of my boy's brothers plays for Arsenal under 13s, right? But he played a couple years up, like Arsenal really rate him. So I've gone to a few games with my boy to watch his little brother, and Max Dowman was in. Remember, he plays 2 years up, so my boy's brother's younger than him. Yeah, he looked quality in youth ball, but then obviously you take it for what it is. It's youth ball, yeah. But then I see him play the final against United Youth beat Arsenal Youth in the FA Cup.
Yeah. He was cold.
Dowman was cold. I was like, you know what? Then, you know, sometimes you can just tell. I know it's youth football, so everyone in the chat, can he do it in the first team? I get that. But you know when you can just tell this guy's going to be a baller. Arsenal got a gem in this player. They got.
You know what though? I always hear this, man, and I've watched quite a bit of youth, but I see this loads of players come through, and you think like, yeah, they look really good. The low center of gravity, the little touches, the little, you know, the little shifts.
They're saying it about Nelson, remember, George?
Yeah, bro. And this is the thing. Like, I'm not saying it's because it's an Arsenal youngster. I've seen bare Tottenham youngsters come through. People always screaming. I hate when people make these big deals about youngsters, and they go, "Why are they not getting a chance?" Well, if they were good enough, they would get a chance for once, but. Bro, he's 15. He probably needs another 3 or 4 more years to develop physically, grow into his body. I think people don't realize that, like, when you grow into your body naturally, you have to change the way you play anyway, because you're getting a bit taller. You might not be as small. You might put on a bit of weight. We saw ESR. ESR used to be this guy, and then he went put on some chub, put on some fat, and he had to slow down his play now. He had to
I disagree. The way that this brother, and again, I'm not trying to do no body language and you know what I mean, but it's the way, like I said, you know, when you can see the way he kind of makes sure he protects the ball, the low center of gravity. I hear you, because I think Charlie Patino was this, by the way. You know Charlie Patino? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, the one that's at Blackpool. That's what I mean. He's at Blackpool or something. You know like League One football, you know. They said
but when I watched him, and I watched him obviously for the youth academy, there is something different as well, the way he can drive with the ball as well. Like, he does remind me like a bit of a mini Wilshere. You know, back in the day, how Wilshere was as well. Like, just the way he's gliding across the football pitch. So, listen, I always say with youngsters, don't be expecting a lot right now, and don't be like, we've got this kid. I forgot his name but he's similar age as well, 15 years old, and he was chilling with man like 3-3 and that, and he's apparently going to be the next. He's called Max. Is it Gabriel? I think it is called. Chat, let me know.
I've heard of him.
Gabriel. He's another one that's looking like
he's at the net. Yeah.
But like, I just feel like, you know what? Let's just.
And then you know why we've got to be careful and word to what George says. This is why before what I said about Max Dowman, I said
that's the one.
It's youth football, because remember, we're making all these mad claims, but it is youth football. Do you get like?
Yeah.
You need to see how they translate into the men's game, because like you said, George, they still are growing and whatnot, but. You know what, George? I feel like with Max, he will be one that actually makes it. I know a lot of these youngsters don't, but I feel like this might be, you know, you get one in like 50 that do, and the academy will gash you. I think this guy will be the one, because me and you are the same age, George. I remember growing up FA Youth Cup, Reece Nelson's going to be this, that, and the other. There was even another baller. Do you not remember Ian Carlo from Man City? He was at Man City, he was at Chelsea, he was at Brentford. Ian Carlo Paveda. They had big hopes for him in most academies. You think he even went Barcelona as well. Do you remember Louis Barry?
Louis Barry. I remember Louis Barry.
Villa in that. So you're right, George. They don't always live up to their expectation, but I don't know. This feels different with Max. I'm not gonna lie.
And do you know what it is as well? I feel like the bad thing is too much attention at such a young age at 15.
I agree. I really agree.
Especially now, because when you have a whole fan base talking about you going, we need to see him in the first team. We need to see him in the first team. Why is Max Dowman not going to get no minutes? That's what will happen this season when all these fans start creaming over him. And it's just like, bro, you're going to make a young kid who's like 15, 16 think that he should be playing in the first team. That's what they will start to think. It will get to his head. Like,
and you know what will happen, Joe? Even with Rio, big up God AEM, yeah.
Rio, cold,
yeah.
Our fan base love him. That Chelsea
He's
fans
cold,
when they're gonna act like they weren't, but Chelsea fans, the ones I know, didn't really want to lose him to us, yeah. But we've got some people in our fans saying, start him, he needs to be in the first team. It's like, calm down. All I want to see the games Rio starting is League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League and Prem. Mate, you know Champions League, like, if you've already qualified and you've got 2 like group stage games to spare, maybe you can start in them, or like if we're already 3-4-0 up in the Premier League, bring him on for the last 10 minutes. But you don't want Rio start, because you know what will happen, George? You're spot on. Not even that they get a lot of pressure and they'll start thinking they should be in the start 11. You play them and they have a bad game, then it's all this pressure. They can't deal with it.
Yeah.
You need to be careful with these players. But Rio, I don't want him starting in the Prem or Champions League just yet. And the only way you'll start is if we have like, you know, if you have that season where you get mass injuries, like 9 of your starting 11 are like injured and that, and then you've got no choice. Like, you have to play the hand you're dealt. But Rio, I only really want him. I can't, like, FA Cup and Carabao, I want him to start, because he was even starting last year in the FA Cup. He was starting in the Carabao, but sorry, not Carabao, it was only FA, because he came that January. He started to play January. Yeah. But I want him starting in cup competition. But some of our fans are saying he needs to start in the Prem and Champions League here and there. Nah, unless they're like dead rubber games or we're battering the team in the Premier League. I don't want him starting just yet, man.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think for me, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. But at the same time, you know what? I do like it when you see these kind of stories, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's good for just in football in general. You know what I mean? The fact that we see more talent, man.
There's success stories, though. May know for you lot, Trent for us. I'm probably going to forget about Saka for Arsenal. Like, the things of football, sometimes that an injury in your first 11 will open that opportunity for you. And if you take it, you can hold your place in the team. So
that's what happened with Rashford, man.
Rashford as well. Yeah.
Martial was injured. I think Wayne Rooney, someone was injured anyway. But yeah, he made it through that, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why I understand both arguments. Some people say, I mean, if you're good enough, you're old enough. But then I feel like that more applies for if you're like 18 above. But when you're 15 and 16, like Max and like Rio, and
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We're gonna see kids at like 13 right now making it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's gonna get to that situation now, because I feel like every year. Remember back in the day, if you were even remotely 18, bro, like you were like, what? This is hella young, man.
Why is the 18-year-old even in the squad? It used to be like, what?
Yeah, bro.
They even finished their GCSEs, bro. They're
literally now every team. I don't know if you've seen, like, even I've seen Fabrizio's reporting on 15-year-old transfers. Bro, what's going on? I'm seeing these reports and I'm getting a notification. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is he telling us about a 15-year-old going to another club from Chelsea to something? Like, we don't care. We actually don't care.
By the way, that Celtic kid at 13 that was mad.
Karamoto.
Karamoto and Dembele or whatever. I think that's the guy that was found out to be lying about his age. There was one of them that were lying about their age.
A championship team, I think.
Yeah, bro.
I see him in the starting 11 the other day. I think he's in the Karamoto Dembele or something. I think he's
he's like the brother that does the little food reviews and that. He's definitely not. People think he's younger than what he is and that. You know, what's his name?
What, the chicken connoisseur?
I like you football, bro.
But he's our age. He's like 30. He's like my age, bro. 30 and that, bro. He's like, he looks young.
Man in the chat said, someone just said that obviously the comment you brought up, 13 is too young, but I feel like if they're 13 but they physically develop, because you might laugh, John. Saeed, you might laugh, yeah. Do you remember in school you were playing another school team? There'll be a young guy, but like
13-year-olds,
yeah, bro. You're like, hold on, he's not our age group. I think the only way a 13, 14-year-old could actually start on first team games or be on the bench is if they're physically already developed. But then that sounds a bit backward because you're not at that age. But some like develop quicker than others. Do you know what I mean? So
they're tall, man. They're tall, but like I said, bro, it's
you know, it's too risky having men up against.
It's too risky. But this is what we're seeing right now. We're seeing this being more and more being pushed out there. I just feel like right now we need to allow it, bro. You get me? Like, and I feel like for me, it's one of them where, like, let's just chill, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Let's just chill. Let's relax. Let them develop, man. And not every youngster has to make it as well. You know what I mean? But we've got this obsession, I think, with football fans that we want our youngsters to make it, bro. Yeah, if they're good enough, they will. But let's not force it. Let's not, because right now, teams have to really
put up Naldo_DS is comment. You know what? I didn't think of this. You're spot on. Mental game matters too. You can
I agree.
Can you handle 50,000 people shouting at you? If you make a mistake, they're onto you and that. Because we need to understand, we're fans at the end of the day. We're passionate. We wear our heart on our sleeve.
Yeah.
If someone makes a mistake and you're on the break, we're naturally going to go, oh, what are you doing? But then you remember, oh, you're young, G. But yeah,
look at Endrick,
I forgot about that. He's spot on.
Endrick, I feel sorry for Endrick right now because he's just like nobody's talking about Endrick.
Bro, he's in Japan with his wife, bro. Like he's living.
Yeah, bro. He should never have got with his that thing there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Right.
He's a distraction, bro. But listen, each to their own, innit? You feel me? Like them man are doing their thing. It's up to them, innit? You feel me?
Jamal's doing the same thing, man. Man's scoring on Cougars, bro. It's crazy. Man.
You man, I can't lie to you, but he's to pattern up, bro. That's you know what I mean, like, bro. Man wants him to do well, but yo, I don't know what's going on
right
about
now. The party thing, the
party was a madness, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I don't know. You could definitely tell though. He's starting to feel like he knows who he is now, bro.
He's starting to get in his head a little bit too much. Like, as much as I like it, you can tell he's believing in his sauce, you know, putting too much dip in his own chip. Like, he's done a bit too much.
Like, a bit too much, man. But his dad as well. But his dad is on the mad thing as well, bro. His dad's out and about and that, bro. He's like,
his dad looks like he's proper young, innit? So his dad's like just living life, isn't it? Like,
and do you know what it is as well? Yeah, like Yamal and his dad remind me of Brazilians, like where they've come from poverty, humble beginnings. Because I watched the documentary, like his dad was like, they come from a humble beginning. So when you get all this money and this attention, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to deal with this.
Bro,
I think they're trying to deal with it, but they don't know how to. Do you know what I mean?
Facts, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You're spot on, bro. Even his not his, I don't think it's his baby mom. I think it is his mom, you know, as well. Even his mom's like, you know, like, don't get me wrong, like, you're gonna change the way you dress and that, and the way you move and that. Even she's on the TikTok and that, and she's moving a bit different. So it's one of them, man. They got to stay grounded, man. Like, and your man's got to listen to his grandmother, because you can tell his grandmother, she ain't changed. She's still, you know what I mean? Whatever. You know, modest, and you know what I'm saying, bro. So I don't know, like, for me, he's still gonna be a baller, but I do believe outside influence, they're going to get into him. The Gyaldem are going to get into him now. They're going to see he's the hot boy now in the town. You feel me? I just think right now, his grandma needs to have a word and say, yo, why did you want to play football? What was the reason why you want to play football? It wasn't the money, because you wanted to play football. So maybe his grandmother might be the one to kind of sort him out. But let's see, man. But he's a baller, and I don't want to see talent get wasted like that, bro, through outside influence. You get me? So big up to him, bro. Let's move on to
private chat quickly.
Yeah, let's move on to what's this? That's crazy.
No way.
My boy was there the same time you were there, and he had a private bit.
Madness.
There's some news about Douglas Luiz, man, and maybe, you know what I mean. I don't know if you're in for him at Tottenham, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Bring him to United, bro, because I think this could be a decent midfield acquisition for us, man. You know what I mean? It's late in the window. We don't really have any other targets. He's now basically missed training. And, you know, when footballers just don't show up to training, bro, like, you know, that's a madness when you deep it, you know, like how are you like not even turning up, bro? That's crazy, you know, like, you know,
man, you know what it is? I feel like with a situation like Douglas Luiz, his agents and Juventus would have had plenty of talks to know that, like, he doesn't want to be at the club. Juventus don't want him at the club. So he's probably looking to move on. He's trying to make his move. So why
discipline him then? If they say they don't want him, I get it. It's a professional thing. You got to be professional, yeah. But I hate when clubs say that. You're like, bro, like, if you like, tell them that you're not part of the squad and train separately and keep us away, like what United have done separately from the squad. Don't get me with a man them and act like I'm part of the team, bro. Don't do that to me. Don't disrespect me like that.
Sometimes I feel like it's a club saving face, though. They don't want to look like the idiots in the situation where players not turning up to training for them and just they're not going to do nothing about it. Like, at the end of the day, you're still employed by us. You still answer to us. So if you're not going to turn up to training, it's like a little smack in the face. Like, you don't come to training, cool. We're going to charge you with a little fine, innit? You can play the game, but we're going to play the game with you too. Like, I think it's a little bit of like, you know, it's an ego thing. It's definitely an ego thing.
Wants to leave Juventus. Don't kill me.
Trying to get out, man. Trying to get out.
I can't lie to you, bro. It's one of them where when I look at it now, yeah, with this situation here, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'll take it. And they say that 25 million, bro. That's a bargain for a player who still is 27 years old. He's still just turned 27. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think for me, it could be a good option for
And he
teams.
can play in that too. You know how we've been speaking about systems the last couple of days, Side. He can.
Yeah.
I think he can hold down one of them two positions.
Yeah,
He can play in the 8, he can play in the 6. He's versatile. He's technically good. He could break down the game. His set pieces is class. Like I think Douglas Luiz, all-round midfielder, would improve most squads, especially if you want him just as a depth option as well as an option to start. I think he would like definitely.
George, you made a very good point. Everything you just named there, he doesn't really have a fault in his game.
Nah,
do you know what I mean? I look at Douglas Luiz's game and think, like, what's your flaw really? Because like you said, he's technically good. He can pass. He's a good dribbler. He's a good striker of the ball. He anticipates danger. He's a hybrid 8 and 6. You're spot on, George. Like, there's not much he can't do, you know. And there's a reason why all of the big clubs, I think you lot were linked with him. Arsenal were, we were, United were linked with him now. Like,
it was talks of him going to like Arsenal that for 45 million and that. Like, it was big fees.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. At the start of the window, I was not really feeling this at all, man. I was underwhelmed. But I'm not gonna lie to you, the situation we're in right now, bro, it's like beggars can't be choosers, man. And I think for me, you know what I mean? Is he my standard of midfielder? No, but I think in the Premier League, we forget that he was a Premier League footballer. He knows the league. There's no adaptation process. It's not as if like man's gonna struggle in the league. You know what I mean, bro? Man knows the league, bro. He knows how physical it is. He can get stuck into tackles. You know, maybe Italian league were doing something else and he didn't really like it over there. But here at least he knows the league. So I just think for me, bring him. If he's 20, 25 million, then I don't mind him, bro. At all, bro. So let's see if we can get him. If we don't, then you know what I mean, man, I'm selling Paulinho is available, bro. I don't rate Paulinho even more. So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think for me, Paulinho, I'm not really feeling that, bro, as well. You know what I mean?
Nah, do you know what? With Paulinho, I think he's a good player, but he's not a long-term solution to any midfield problem. Like, for me, I also think he's more of a depth option. Like, he's just another option to have if you're playing up against a team who you know you're going to be a lot more defensive. He's someone that could break down the game, break down the play. You know, he's just a complete destroyer in the midfield. But when it actually comes to someone, if you need a deep line playmaker, then I don't think he is the guy. I generally don't think he's the guy. He's poor on the ball, innit? But for what Spurs need, for example, we don't have someone to break down and play. We don't have a midfield destroyer. So I think Paulinho will work for us. You know, just sitting in front of the defense, being that protection. But probably for what you need is a bit different. I don't know if you have seen though, Saeed, but we might be doing a raid over in Trafford because I'm hearing man like Kobe. Spurs are really interested in him, and the Kobe may want out. You know, I know you see that picture of him post on his Instagram story like a month ago in a Spurs shirt. Yeah, from Young. Yeah,
did he?
Sure.
Yeah, he posted up in the Spurs.
You know why you're the most shameless guy? Because what did you say a couple weeks ago?
Was better than Kobe. Yes, Kobe's coming in.
I remember.
He's gonna come in and be a backup. Fact.
This is what I'm saying.
But I would take
Kobe. He's starting in your team, bro. Right now, he's starting in your team.
Kobe wouldn't start. He would definitely wouldn't start.
What do you mean he wouldn't start, bro? You're not playing Bissouma ahead of him, bro. Let's not do this.
Bissouma doesn't start. Bissouma's literally the one player we want gone. We're trying to pull him away.
No, that's right. Every Spurs fan I speak to just want him gone now. Like, he just had enough.
Bergvall, Bentancur, Sarr, obviously Gibbs White. Once that's complete, you got Madison.
Mad,
bro. Come on, man. Mainly doesn't start. Come on.
But if you're gonna buy him, he's not gonna go there to not play. That's that. If he's gonna leave United, he's going there because he feels like he can play. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think a manager like your manager would do the best out of him. You get me?
He would definitely look to use him. I think he wants to work with young talents that he can improve because I've heard he's going to be bringing players through the academy and so on. So for a player like Kobe, he would. But I think for Kobe, for me, it'd be like the price range, isn't it? Man United probably want 50 to 60 mil. I wouldn't want to pay that for a player.
Listen, bro. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Kobe's staying. And he will outlast this manager, bro. So let's see, man. By the way, people are saying, there's a bomber. He ain't really a bomber, guys, man. He's just basically repeating the same shit, bro. Yeah, man said Man United held fresh talks over Ollie Watkins.
Calling anything a bomber,
bro. Everything, innit? As soon as some news drops, bomber. Like,
but you know what it is, though? What he's done here, he's covered all aspects of the conversation. Look at him. He said Villa's 60 million valuation currently deemed too high, but Man United to prepare to advance if price drops. Villa have no plans to alter their position unless a replacement is found. Nicholas Jackson, one player, appreciate. You've just remixed your whole conversation. You're saying is that they've had talks, but they've deemed it too high. We know this. David honestly told us this on Monday. You know what I mean? That they've deemed it too high, bro. So it's like, bro, we're just not gonna do this right now, bro. Like, tell us an update if there's an update, bro. Like, you know what I mean, bro? So I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really see. I would like Watkins, but not at that price, though. That price is a bit mad. You know what I mean? And they need to sell, but I don't see Aston Villa selling, bro. They would be daft, yeah, to sell Ollie Watkins without a actual replacement. Who would they go replace Ollie Watkins with right now that's gonna guarantee them goals?
Yeah, I don't think they can replace.
Maybe a Vissa, maybe. Like
maybe, but even Vissa, like Watkins is more reliable still. You know what I mean? Like they're saying Jackson.
I don't think they shouldn't sell Watkins. Just keep. He's out there in the older age.
They got Mr. Iguana. Mateta's actually a shout. Because let's be honest. Listen, Caden, you're my guy. I know you're in the chat, but Villa is a step up from Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? So
are they? Villa haven't got European football this season, have they?
They do. They do have Europa League.
Yeah,
they finished.
And George, don't do that. You're shameless because if D was ever on the panel, you definitely would have said. You definitely would have said that if D was on the panel, bro. So
then, man, I don't know.
When D's there, everyone's step up from Palace. He needs to know that.
but you know what it is, though, man. Then if Palace don't get Conference League, expect a raid, man. Them expect us to raid. Like, you know,
they'll get Conference League. It's Europa League they won't get.
They definitely get it. Europa League. They appealed it in it, and I think the verdict comes back. What is it? 11th of August?
It's just before the season starts. I know it's like.
I'm not gonna win that. I think they could win that Conference League. You know, they might as well just win 100%. That. You know what, man? They might as well. You know what, man? As much as I think, yeah, Glasgow obviously he's won the Europa League and he's done well in that competition. If they just win that Conference League, yo, and just say, yo, listen, we're European champions, you'll never sing that. And they're right there. They've got an opportunity, bro, to go down to Brighton on a weekend and say, champions of Europe, you'll never sing that, bro. I'm doing, bro. I'd be shameless, bro.
Do you know what? I'm
disappointed.
Palace bro. I got a soft spot for Palace, bro. I want them to win that appeal. I want them to win that.
I know what you mean.
Does that mean Leon then drop back out of it? Like, they both can't be in Europe League, can they?
No, yeah. So Leon will drop to Conference League. Nottingham Forest drop to Conference League. Palace go into
that Leon versus Palace derby would be a madness if they played each other. Imagine Leon and Palace facing each other right now. That would be crazy right now. You'd have the Ultras and that winning it. Man said Strasbourg in it. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Strasbourg got a good team. You know, I know it's Chelsea's. You know what I mean? Team and that, but they got a decent team.
Chelsea kill me. They went from Vitesse Arnhem to Strasbourg.
Yeah, bro. Vitesse Arnhem. They had everyone there, bro.
Every Chelsea player. I remember seeing an 11 one time, and 8 out of the 11 were Chelsea players, bro, or Chelsea loanees. It was crazy.
Yo, I swear down, man. That's crazy, man. I'm gonna talk about quickly the Son situation. It's come out of nowhere, you know. Even though I did kind of believe he was on the maybe leaving, but bro, can your no disrespect here, can your club afford to let Son go? Because I know, like, you know what I mean. Like, it gives you a lot of revenue.
It gives us a lot of revenue and so on, and obviously we've had that revenue for 10 years now. So I think Spurs have benefited enough from Son. To the point where I think apparently from what I've heard is that Sonny actually wants to leave. Like, he's at the point now. I think he stayed at Tottenham to become a legend, to win a trophy. At this point, he's done everything he could now. Like, he's challenged for Champions League, went to Champions League final, challenged for the Premier League, been in the League Cup final. Like, he's won the Europa League now. There's nothing more for Sonny to do this season. Also, I think he's at a point where he just needs to move on in it. Let's have the happy ending. It's literally a fairy tale ending at this point. Let's not try to.
Is he a Premier League legend?
Yeah, 100%. I think Sonny has to be.
And
you know what? If you actually look at the goals and assists, I think in the goals wise in Premier League, he's above a lot of Premier League legends.
A lot
goals.
of guys.
He's on like 140 goals or something. He's on a big amount of goals. Like, he's been bagging goals for the past 10 years. He's had 10 plus goals a season. Some of them have been 18, some of them have been 20.
See, Son in his prime, yeah. Obviously, he would prime. But I don't think the rest of us, obviously Spurs fans too, but I don't think the rest of us appreciate how good this guy was in his prime. You know? Like, Premier League have, I think it's on their YouTube page now. They have like some of his goals and whatnot, and he has such a variety of goals. I remember the one where he dribbled from his own half George and just slotted it.
Early
and there was one against Chelsea where he done a similar where he blam David Luiz and put it through his legs. Like this guy is just
yeah, bro.
Of goals.
I remember he scored a hat trick against Norwich, was it?
No, Leicester. I think it was just 2 seasons ago. He come off.
Norwich. And there was one season where he was top scorer alongside Kane. What was that season where he scored a hat trick against Norwich?
That was 2 seasons ago. Wait, I'm pretty sure it was against Leicester. Because I remember I was at the game.
Norwich.
It was a game I was at a couple of seasons ago. He got a hat trick.
Maybe I'm
and
wrong.
This was his bad season, to be fair. This was his bad season when he done that. So Prime Son was 4 or 5 years ago.
That's bro.
Really 4 or 5 years ago.
Like real talk. Like you said, how many goals he got in his career at Tottenham? Like altogether?
He's altogether. He's close to 200 goals.
Is he in your top 10? Like of Spurs?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. For me, like Sonny is.
Oh damn! He'll be 73 in 454 appearances, bro. That's lit.
That's bro. Like when you talk about wingers in world football, if you actually compare his numbers, he's been one of the most like goal scoring wingers. Like Rashford would be up there. Like guys like that. It's mad. Sonny Sonny's just different class, different gravy. I'll be happy to see him go. I think LAFC or something like that. Let him go see out his career in MLS. I heard, from what I heard, the only reason why there is some potential delays is because Sonny has to play in our North London derby in South Korea. Like there's literally stipulations in the contract. He has to play in that game. So it's one of those ones where he after that game, I think they still will progress and you'll see him probably leave. They just need to put in a 20 or 25 million pound bid. Because that's what Spurs want. And to be fair, when you look at how they're going to recoup the fee, it's not going to be a problem. Like you get all those South Asian fans, Southern Asian fans going over to America to watch LAFC games now. They're tuning in, they're buying shirts, they're buying Sonny shirts.
Jordan, I didn't realize how long he's been at Spurs. 10 years. Because you signed him summer 15, I think.
Yeah, summer 15.
10 years.
10 years, bro. They got him around 22, 23.
Yeah.
It's so rare. You don't see a player in modern day football stay at the club for 10 years, bro. 10.
Pretty much his whole career. His whole career. He bought him as a youngster, and then
yeah.
You know the maddest thing is, in his first season, I didn't like Sonny. I remember watching him thinking, bro, why the fuck does this guy keep shooting over the bar? His shooting was horrible, and then I don't know. He had like a year off, and he came back, and his shooting was different class. Like the finishing went different.
No, I agree. Listen, Son for me. Son. I'm not saying Son made Kane, but Son helped Kane a lot in his career, man. Like when you deepen like the connection that they had, that was I'm not gonna lie to you. In terms of Premier League duels, Son and Kane are up there with Lampard, Drogba, and them, man. Like in terms of like the duo. Like
I know statistically, I think they're statistically like goals and assist wise. I think they're the best.
Duos. Yeah, if you look at Premier League duels, like they're up there with the best duels in the Premier League. I know Drogba and Lampard have their respect because they won trophies and they were, what I mean. They're in that category, but if you look at duos, you know what I mean. Like they were quality. Rudy Ronaldo, you know what I mean. But they had their connection, bro.
I can't remember who said it in the chat, but it was probably about 3-4 minutes ago. But obviously, you were speaking, Jordan. I didn't want to interrupt, but this notion that you have to win a Prem to be a Prem legend, you don't.
Nice.
Gerrard didn't. Shearer didn't. These are still considered Premier League. Actually, sorry, Shearer did. My bad. I was thinking more for Newcastle. So I remember he won it at thinking, well, man, we're gonna laugh now. Maybe only Gerrard that is like considered a legend. Probably the only one he didn't, but you don't necessarily have to. I think if you've just done something like significant, like go over 100 goals or I don't know, a top 6 record or whatnot, do you get it? He is a Prem legend, man. He is.
Yeah. I agree. And like I said to you, man, we'll see what he's about in it. You feel me? And what he could do for their club, man. So. Boy, it's gonna be end of an era, man. End of an era, man. You know what I mean? A lot of these Premier League players are now moving on now, man. It's gonna be mad, bro. You get me? Now it's a new era now of the league. Xavi Simons now gonna come in the league. You got Ekatike. You got that. So you know what it is as well? There's a young crop as well now in the league. Now it's not no old league anymore, man. You know what I mean? De Bruyne is left. You know what I mean? Like it's an end of an era, man. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a proper end of an era, man. Like we're coming into that new era of like who's leading the Premier League now. Like
who's leading the Premier League?
The Premier League over the next couple of years.
21 now. Like it's you know what I mean, bro? Like we're seeing some new times, bro. So let's see who can Florian Wirtz, yeah, you're right, man. It's a new era, bro. So let's see, man.
The season's going to be interesting, man. I'm actually I think for a while, I've not been this excited for a season, but because there's been so much talent, I'm really excited for the season, man.
I wish the feeling was mutual. You know what I mean? But we move. You know what I mean? We move. Let me get these super chats before we wrap up. So, Saeed, can you and the Durag, Douglas, Luiz, Ask Baby, Ice Cube, and the rest of Liverpool, if you get Isak, are you getting Rodrigo as well, or is it one of them? Man, this guy's crazy. Man, saying Ice Cube. Yeah, I don't know. If Rums is not here now, but I'm guessing I don't see it happening. But bro, like this is too much, man. Douglas, Luiz, Isak, Ekitike, and Rodrigo. That can't happen, man.
You won't do all three of them.
Happening, bro. You know what I mean, bro? But let's see, man. I don't know what's going on with Rodrigo. Is he back from holiday yet? Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. It could be one of them sagas that really don't happen, bro. And man just wants a bit of attention. And he uses the club to get that feeling. I don't know, man. But right now, at the minute, let's see what happens, man. Chelsea already made 122 million from sales before Viega and Felix. Yeah, Viega's going to be leaving. João Felix is leaving as well. Like, João Felix, bro, 25 years old. He's a forgotten man, bro. Imagine talking about João Felix a couple of years ago, thinking that, he's irrelevant now, bro, because they're chasing Xavi Simons. It's mad, isn't it, bro? Like, how football it moves on, bro. 1 minute you're the talk of the town. You're the next one up. You should be in your prime now. Nobody cares about you, bro. Like, real talk. Nobody cares, man. I was more interested in his YouTube videos than his actual playing time. He has some banging YouTube videos. I'm like, this guy's he might be a content creator now, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm telling you now, a lot of these footballers, man, they're all starting YouTube channels now, man. I think even my man from Chelsea, man, what's the left back called? He used to be from left back. He plays for Aston Villa now. He's got a YouTube channel now.
Oh, Matson. Yeah, Matson.
Yeah, Matson, man. Them man are all saying, man, we got a backup to this career, bro. You know what I mean? A YouTube content creation and that. It's mad. Godham says LFC going invincible with more points than Arsenal. Salah breaks or matches a new Thierry record every year. Check on-scene tweet 13 hours ago. Xavi Simons BOMBA. There isn't. I checked it, bro. So yeah, you failed on that one. I can't lie. And Paulinia Jaws, what you telling me? Listen, you're gonna find out on his channel after this right now. Yeah, Ryan Babel can do that though. To be fair, he's retired, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, Ola Aina has a YouTube. Nah, man, come on, bro. Everyone knows, man. Like after your football career, there's a pathway into YouTube, bro. I think even have you seen Thingy's podcast? The guy from Fulham, he's got a channel as well now. Bassi,
Calvin Bassi.
Yeah, bro. The guy had Jermaine Defoe on there, and he had the guy from Aston Villa, Konza. He had Konza on there. I couldn't believe it. It came
cheat codes. You know, like when you're seeing in America, all these rappers want to be streamers now. Now you want the footballers, they want to be footballers. It's just like, can we get some? Can we just have our lane? Like, can we have our lane? You guys are already playing football. Now you want to talk about it as well and take up all
bro. Listen, this is the way forward, man. You see it with, I'm sure there's a basketballer that has his own podcast. I forgot his name. Mixed race guy, innit? There's one.
I know the funny one, man. He's funny.
Yeah. He has his own podcast, man. It's one of them. Like it's a very, very good. You kind of merge into that nicely. It's like you don't have to do nothing really. You know, you got your connections. You got your footballers. You can talk football. Why not, bro? Why not? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But listen, people, we are gonna wrap it up here, man. What a legendary show, man. You know what I mean, bro? People, that was honestly very, very good. You lot are. The numbers are growing every day, man. I can't thank you enough, man. I really, really can't thank you guys enough. You hit the 800 likes target. We literally had a very, very good football show. And like I said, everyone's welcome on it. We're not going to be talking just Premier League. If there's Bundesliga, there's Bundesliga chat. We're going to talk ball, man. We're just talking ball, man. We're trying to be as not biased as possible, even though 360 got me cooked yesterday. You see that, man? 360. Them man posted the whole Rice, you know what I mean, debate, and them Arsenal fans are on to me saying, yo, he don't know nothing, man. You know, man said stick to biryani and that, bro. It's crazy out here, man. Listen, man, I rate Declan Rice, people. Arsenal fans in the chat, people, I rate Declan Rice, but I just don't rate him in that kind of level where they're saying he's next to Pedro and them, man. I just don't think he's there. But listen, shout out to Declan Rice anyway. But yeah, Roms, big up to you for coming on, bro. Love for as always, man.
Come on, bro. Big up the chat. Big up George. Big up Saeed every time, man. But yeah, it's always good speaking ball early, man. But yeah,
man. Absolutely, man. And like I said, people, Do-Rag Diaries right now, we're going to be redirected to man like Jaws. Jaws, let them know, man, what's coming up, man.
Tottenham transfer news show as always. Yeah, man, talking everything on Tottenham transfers. Obviously, if you guys put some stuff in the chat regarding other transfers, we talk on other teams as well. But yeah, man, just come over to Do-Rag Diaries and enjoy yourself. We're just carrying on what we just spoke about.
Yeah, absolutely. People, I'll be back tonight, people, around about 9 o'clock, man. I'm going to wait till the news develops, man, and let it marinate, you feel me? And then, yeah, I'll be back late vibes tonight, 9 o'clock. If there's any breaking news, we'll be live as well, man. But peace, we're out.